Welcome to our podcast. It was voted one of the best in the marketing research industry 2 years in a row, 2019 and 2020. But now it's even been designated as one of the top market research video spots on YouTube by FeedSpot. This is Research Business Daily Report. We're the only daily research news video, and we have been that way for the last 10 years. We do rely on viewer support. We hope that you will pitch in. We'll tell you how you can do that at the end of today's report. I'm Bob Lederer, now in my 27th year as the respected voice in market research. Acquiring and implementing artificial intelligence is one of the most common situations for companies in the world today. Many of those same companies are tuned in enough to recognize the added value that incorporating AI into their marketing might provide. Many of these companies either know or assume that their direct competitors may already be benefiting from AI. So for many of them, the time for movement on AI is now, which is what Tom Davenport and Randy Bean blogged about when they wrote about Canada's Scotiabank, one of that nation's 5 top banking institutions. Davenport is the President's Distinguished Professor of Information Technology and Management at Babson College. Bean is founder and CEO of the strategic advisory company known as New Vantage Partners. The duo stated that Scotiabank has spent 2 years pursuing a results-oriented approach to artificial intelligence. The preponderance of its data and AI work has been focused since 2019 on improving operations and much less so on new technologies like blockchain and quantum computer, which do get a lot of press. Scotiabank got off to a slower AI start than its competitors, but in 2019, a turning point was achieved. A new team at Scotiabank's structure focused on customer insights, data, and analytics. Those became a new concentration. The bank's chief analytics officer and chief data officer began reporting to the new EVP of that team. His name was Phil Thomas. The blog credited the integrated reporting for Scotiabank's rapid, unimpeded gathering and managing of necessary data, and at the same time its ability to put analytics and AI in place and effectual. Data scientists are embedded with each part of the business at Scotiabank, but analytics and AI remain centralized. AI personnel became part of the bank's business front lines. With the bank in catch-up role, Scotiabank focused on continuous operational and customer relationship improvement areas. The introduction of AI first met the onset of the coronavirus, and that made the focus finding consumers who were most in need of help. A machine learning model called the Customer Vulnerability Index identified consumers likely to be experiencing short-term cash flow issues. That was all based on looking at transactional data such as deposits and spending. Any individuals or families found to be vulnerable were proactively approached by relationship managers and urged to discuss options involving their mortgage payments and short-term lending. An AI-driven marketing and engagement tool analyzed customer life events among Scotiabank customers, things like new mortgages, newborn children, and college-age kids ready to go to university. So local branches were made able to offer personnel banking advice. Automating backroom tasks in the global marketing division, improving security, and boosting call center responses by a minute per call also paid dividends. Inside Scotiabank's data management function, led by Chief Data Officer Peter Serenita, a new approach to data delivery known as RAD, short for Reusable Authoritative Data, ID'd reusable data sets for customer data, transactional data, balance data, and more. Each of those data sets received a different classification of importance, but the concept was built around the idea that all would eventually receive the same highest level ranking, even if it was down the road. And that led to high ROI levels on all data projects on a regular basis. Combining the 3 steps convinced Scotiabank that it could, and it eventually did actually catch up with its competition. We're linking to this blog so that you can be further informed because we think the RBDR viewership can make use of this information. That's a wrap on today's Research Business Daily Report. As we mentioned at the start of today's video, we hope you'll become a supporter of ours, a Patreon supporter, and that means agreeing to provide a monthly contribution. You can visit our exclusive crowdfunding platform at patreon.com/RBDR, where you can select whatever level of support actually works for you and that makes you comfortable in making contributions to us. Whatever that may be, thank you. We hope you have a good research day, and we will look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. And until then, please stay safe.